All right. We up, dog. We in here. Back again. Appreciate your time tonight, Johnny Dumbbell. I love
Not a
having
problem,
you
man.
on
So
the
sorry I was
show.
late, brother.
Hey, we're all good here. Don't even sweat it. Just want to let everybody know that tonight we're doing a Bumble dating profile breakdown. But before we get started, man, I got to give everybody a full disclosure. I'm my own man. I'm not part of the manosphere. I'm not with any different colored pills. I'm not some pickup artist. I'm not with any movements. Like I said, I'm my own man. So the views expressed in this program are solely that of mine. And Johnny Dumbbell, of course. Appreciate having him on. Johnny, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody?
Hey guys, I'm Johnny Dumbbell. I am not only a personal trainer slash life coach here in Pittsburgh, PA, home of the black and gold, by the way, but I am also a recovering simp. So a lot of the mistakes that you're going to hear me talk about these young men making are mistakes that I have myself made. And young men, believe me when I tell you, when you hear me say young men, I'm about to tell you something that I did wrong that you can avoid, or I failed to do right that you can actually make sure happens. So again, in this sense, we're going to give you advice whether you like it or not, and we're kind of the uncles you never wanted, but we're here for you.
We really are. We want to take our time because we want to see all you men do better and not just you young men. We realize there's a lot of guys our age that have never figured it out, and even men older than us that are still trying to learn how to get it right. So we're here for all of you. We can answer any of your dating questions. I promise you. If you're having problem texting a woman, if you're having trouble gauging indicators of interest. And shout out to Johnny Dumbbell. I just want to say this guy was talking about how to gauge indicators of interest in women back in 2008 before anybody in the red pill community came up with the words choosing signals. So shout out to Johnny for that.
And
Now,
in all fairness, that's really also it's basically sales 101. Buying signals, choosing signals. One is business, one is personal. And the tactic itself and the understanding can be interchangeable. Often
now
is.
tonight, we're looking at Bumble dating profiles. We're going to break these things down. We're going to help you guys read between the lines because there's subtleties and nuances you need to learn. Because, look, fellas, I got to be honest with you. The things that women say publicly, that's not what they always respond to. So we're here to help you read between the lines and decipher what these women really mean, what they're really looking for, and what they really need, dog. So let's get into it. Let's look for some winners for William. Johnny, you got something you want to say?
Let's let the good times roll. Let's see what we got.
All right. Give me just a second here. I'll bring it up.
Wolves are circling though. The wolves are circling.
Nice. All right, give me just a second here. All right, looks like we got Britt up first tonight. She's 33. She says it's cuffing season, and I just want to do cute shit with someone.
What season?
Hey, cuffing season.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
All right,
look,
yeah, I've heard that one before.
Johnny,
Right.
let's talk about cuffing season for a minute before we get on with this profile. Now,
All right.
shout out to Steve Dean Williams at the Man Mindset. He calls this sucker me season. So about this time every year,
Yep.
around Thanksgiving, women want to get booed up with guys so they can get things like Christmas gifts, so they can get Valentine's Day gifts, so some of them can make content out of it. They call
And you know
that.
what's really crazy? You know what's really crazy? It's the complete opposite of when you're in college, where we all know about the turkey drop. And no, I'm not talking about the WKRP episode. No. That was bad. No, I love that episode, by the way. But no, the turkey drop, is more along the lines of when you're dating somebody who's not going to the same university as you, maybe you're far apart, you're 18, 19 years old, you're going to bars, she's going to bars, things happen. And then Thanksgiving break comes around, you get together again, you both realize you're better off single, one of you gets dropped. That's the turkey drop.
That's
But
the
yeah,
turkey drop.
yeah, absolutely. But after college, yes, it does go the other way around. And I think Bill's going to demonstrate that for us fairly conclusively here.
All right, let's see what we're working with here. So cuffing season, and I gotta tell you, I don't ever try to cuff women. I think that's a horrible idea for you guys to cuff women. You guys need to be taking the time to vet women and
Like to
to
the
properly
bedpost,
vet.
or
Well, to properly vet the women they allow in their life takes several months. So to get booed up with a girl just because it's cuffing season, because you want someone to wear pajamas with and take pictures for Christmas cards on, that's not where it's at, dog. So just because it's a certain time of year doesn't mean that she should get a fast pass to the front of the line of being your woman. So I don't agree with cuffing season. I don't like to cuff women in general, and I make them earn their time with me.
yeah,
So
I'm not gonna pretend to know the motivation behind wanting to have that partner for the holidays, and then have the hot girl summer after that. I get the hot girl summer part.
right.
I
Okay,
guess
it's
I
the
just never
opposite of
understood.
that.
Like, look, if you're single in the summer, what the hell does it matter if you're single in the winter? I never thought it mattered. One thing I'll never
Let's
get.
let's see what else we got on this profile here. Because I'm not trying to cuff a
By the
woman.
way, ladies, if anybody can give us, if any of you ladies watching can give us some insight as to why, not you necessarily, but why a woman might be motivated to try to get herself booed up, before the holidays. And I mean, maybe it's about gifts, maybe it's about turkey, maybe it's about whatever it happens to be. If you have any insight, please in the comments, let us know.
Appreciate it. All right. Now I like this. He says, I've been challenging myself to run 5 miles a day. I like women that lead a healthy lifestyle. So she's gonna get a bonus point from me for that. If she's actually doing it, if it's something she's following through, if it's not capped and she's just writing it down.
Billy, I love you, but your ass ain't gonna go run 5 miles with her. I'm not.
Hey, dog,
I'll go
it
three.
could
I'll
be
go
on a
three. I ain't going
treadmill.
5.
I don't expect to see her running through the neighborhood. I'm saying if she's telling me, if I'm communicating with her and she's texting me every day, hey, I'm headed to the gym. Hey, I'm headed to the gym. Hey, I'm going to assume that, hey, and Johnny, you spend more time in the gym than anybody I know. Like every day's leg day for them women, right?
But I get paid.
That's all they do is leg day.
That is the glamour muscles. Guys, for us, of course, we all make the joke that Monday is International Chest Day. But here's the thing: if you're really working on your chest, you're going to do another chest day 72 hours later on Thursday. That is how you grow. That is how you actually make sure that you get just enough time for recovery to break those muscles down again. But remember, muscle confusion is key in that regard. And I am getting off on another topic.
That's all right. Let's see what else we got in this profile. I'm not seeing a
That's
winner
easy
here,
to do.
man. Swipe right if you know a great spot for half price sushi. I get way too excited about my house plants putting out a new leaf.
Okay, but if a gas station is one of the considerations for the half price sushi, I'm out.
I think I'm out, dog. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything in here that makes me want to go have a drink with her.
Yeah, I
And
mean, I don't
I
see
need you.
anything.
I need everybody watching this. I
I don't
need you, young
necessarily
men,
see
to
any red
watch.
flags. I don't even see any yellow flags,
No,
but I also don't see any green ones.
right. So I'm gonna pass on this one.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let me just check this profile out real quick, make sure I can share it. Hey, if any of them got an IG, we might pull up their IG tonight. You know what I'm saying, see what they've been up to the last few years, stuff like that.
Which typically posts.
All right, next up, we got Sierra, who's 34. No bio. She's 5'2". I do like a little short women. Low key, I think I am wasting my time on here. Huh. I'm really proud of myself and what I have overcome and who I am as a woman slash mom. Win me over by leading the way, holding and leading a conversation. Don't waste my time.
Bless that bitch.
Yeah, I
Hey, I
mean
like
that
where.
in between
Go
the
ahead,
lines,
Johnny.
I'm going to say that's about as honest as you're going to get too, because I like that she at least comes right out and says, "Look, I'm looking for the man to lead." So that goes to show you that she's going to be submissive. She's going to be that follower, that
Bless
that
that bitch.
she's going to be that rib that is going to be that sidekick, be that supplement to that man's life, if and only if she meets a man that she respects enough to do that. Now, gentlemen, and especially young men, and write this down. If she doesn't respect you, it doesn't matter whether or not she's attracted to you. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. If she does not respect you, she is not going to follow you. And anytime you're in a relationship where she is not following you, even if she's not leading you, she has no leader. If she has no leader, she's following no one. If she's following no one, she has no loyalty to that said leader. And that's where
That is
relationships break down. That's where infidelity happens. That's where, even if it's unintentional, it does eventually come to resentment slash lack of respect. And that's where bad things happen. And that's where guys like you are going to be making comments in videos like this, talking about your own experiences. Hey, I'd love to hear about those too. I'm sorry they happened to you, but if you have something to share, share with comment.
I like what you said about leading because I think a lot of guys don't understand how vital that is, how crucial it is to always be leading. You need to
And
set
by
up a
that we
date.
don't yeah,
All
and
right,
by that we don't mean
leading.
controlling. We don't mean barking orders. We don't mean no, we mean that she respects you enough that when you make a move, she follows it as if she knows that you're making that move for the betterment of not only yourself but everybody else involved.
Well, Johnny, I'm talking about giving women instructions, telling them what time I'm picking them up, where we're going, so they know to dress for indoor or outdoor.
Right, you're referring to
Um,
being assertive and not wishy washy. Like, I don't know, what do you want to do? I hate that shit. That's got to
well,
go.
he's saying leading the way.
Mhm.
And so, absolutely. Hey, I'm going to be there at 7 o'clock to get you. We're going to go to the bar and we're going to have a drink or two and, see if we like each other. So, but my point
Way to
is
do it.
that a lot of guys don't know how to lead. They don't know how to give instructions to women. And it's a huge mistake that they're making. It's vital that you learn how to always be leading when it comes to women. When you're on a date with a woman, you need to be setting up your second date while you're on your first date. Always be leading.
You
When
should be
she leaves that date, you need to tell her stuff like, hey, text me when you get home. You're always leading. When you're having interactions with her through text messages, you say, hey, I'm going to text you tomorrow. And you stand on that and do that. You always are leading. So
and,
I don't know,
and
dog.
some guys might not know how to put forth that mentality of leadership. To those guys, I would say this: if you have no idea how you can lead or where that leadership might come from, do yourself one favor. If you don't already know how, learn how to slow dance. And by learn how to slow dance, I mean learn how to slow dance as the one who is leading steps, as the one who is when you step, she steps. As in the gentleman used to lead when it came to slow dancing. Learn that tradition, learn how that works, because then you'll not only learn leadership, you'll learn how to let things fall into a rhythm.
Well, I think, Johnny, that some guys are afraid to lead because they're
Sure.
afraid they're going to lose the woman. They're afraid that
Well,
if,
and to be fair, they're being taught that leadership is somehow these days considered misogynist, and in some extreme cases, of course, it is. But we can't make the extreme the normal expectation. And these guys are so afraid of being viewed that way that you're right. They're very timid when it comes to speaking in their big boy voice, when it comes to what they want out of these kinds of situations.
let's see what else we got in here.
She would probably be good as long as she respects you. Yeah.
I don't know. How old is she again? Let's see this. 34?
32.
Dog, I think I'm going to
34.
swipe on this one. 34.
Yeah, I mean, I would say she's worth a shot. I mean, she really has like that. Look, if you can lead, I'll follow kind of thing. And look, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with her.
I feel like even if
Let's
you
swipe
fail
on
to
this
be
one.
the kind of I feel like even if you failed to be the kind of leader she would follow, I feel like she would actually be more likely to at least be upfront about that.
No, dog. I see somebody that with the right man would be very submissive and down to
Oh
do
yeah, no,
whatever I want
absolutely.
to do.
But I'm
If
saying
she's
even if you weren't,
attractive
I
to
think
me.
she would be. I'm just saying even if you weren't, she would be very like straightforward about it.
And you guys got to understand that women are either attracted to you or they're not. You're not going to
Right.
be able to buy something. You're not going to be able to buy a product. You're not going to be able to buy a vehicle. None of that stuff is going to make a woman who's not interested in you like you. It doesn't work
And
like that.
likewise, don't let it bother you because remember, it's not a slight against you; it's a incompatibility between you and her. All
Yep.
right.
It's
My
absolutely no knock
suggestion to
on
you,
you.
my suggestion to you is go out and talk to a minimum of 2 more girls, even if you don't get the phone number. Keep
Yeah,
your confidence.
every day. Hey, look, I think you guys should be talking to 5 to 10 women a day, but that's
Well,
a
we're talking
different.
about we're talking about beginners.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and swipe on her. Give me a second. Let me check out Heather's profile here. And the reason I do this, I mean, most women are pretty on point. They don't post their kids, but some women don't block out their faces. Some women aren't that responsible, and YouTube has policies about showing children in the videos. So I have to preview
As they
these
should.
before I show them. So next up, we got Heather. She's 42. No bio. 5'4", says she's active. Drinks socially. Hey, we know how much you like them wing pictures, Johnny.
Oh man, I'll tell you.
All right, picture of her and her dog.
That's so creative that I now I feel like we have to swipe because she has huge wings. God, I hate that.
Absolutely not. Dog, I'm not swiping on a profile based on pictures.
I know. I'm
I
just
need
saying the
something.
wing thing is just so
I need
overdone, ladies. I
more.
swear, like I'll bet you if we went through 100 profiles, we would find wing pictures in 65 or 70 of them minimum.
Hey, women like what
It's
they like,
cliche. That's
dog. I
all I'm
don't
saying.
concern myself with that. All I
Yeah,
concern myself with is if they like me or not.
I got
So
that mural on the wall in like every corner in Pittsburgh.
yeah, but I don't see anything in this profile that says she's gonna go hard for me. I don't see anything in this profile that says she's gonna simp for me. I just, I need more out of women. I have really high expectations, and just some cute pictures of her ain't gonna cut it. I meet a lot of women with blonde hair and blue eyes. So sorry, Heather. I'm gonna pass. All right, let me check out this next one.
Hard time operating a private park.
All right. Next up here, we got Mary, 44. No bio. Says she almost never works out.
Well, you already know what I'm going to say.
Right.
I'm going to say that I'm going to say that if right now at this stage in her life she still looks good naked, I think she should be very thankful because if the wall hasn't come yet, it's on its way. And if you don't work out, if you don't stay on top of it, if you don't keep yourself in shape, you don't take care of yourself. If you don't devote yourself to self care, then hey man, I got to say I'm proud of you that you stayed this attractive, for this long. But again, the chickens always come home to roost.
All right. It says an essential to a successful first date is great conversation.
Sure.
It's kind of boring.
I mean, it's
Dog.
cliche,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah,
have
I mean
great
that, yeah.
conversation. What makes a relationship great is honesty and communication. This is one of those things that tells me something without her saying it. What makes the relationship great is honesty and communication. That to me says that that is something that she has lacked in previous relationships. And she feels like by focusing on that going forward, that's what's going to make a relationship great.
Either that, or she just figured she'd put something in her profile that makes most guys go, stuff that makes you nod your head. Um, it really sounded like filler to me. It really did.
All right. No, we're going to pass on this one. I don't see anything. There's nothing in here like her interests are cooking. I don't know if she's going to be able to bake me sugar cookies for Christmas. I
But
don't
see, here's the
know.
point. Here's the point we got to make out here. When she's that cute and has no bio, that means that typically she doesn't really have to try that hard. Which which kind of has to make you ask, then why is she on here in the first place? What does she have to gain?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Look, you know why they're on here is because women like to keep their options
Yeah.
open. So they always want to see what if the grass is greener on the other side. And hey, shout out to them for that.
There's something to be said for the dopamine rush. Absolutely.
Well, look, Johnny, have you ever heard a woman say before that she's in between relationships?
That means that she's hooking up with random guys. Yes.
Okay. So maybe
And there's nothing
women
wrong
are
with that.
just
Hey,
here
do
on
you?
Bumble because they're in between relationships, dog.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Mary here is not gonna I'm not putting her on the team. So let's keep going. Hey, I found one I like tonight.
We got
Let's check this one out, dog. We got Amy. She's 45.
big glass.
Classy, educated, and well-traveled, seeking genuine people to connect with.
I mean, here's my
That's
thing.
it.
See, when she uses a word like genuine, seeking genuine people, at this point, I feel like I need to chat with her just to have her clarify what her definition is, what her consideration is for the word genuine, with regard to the people in her life. I want to know what she means by that.
Well, she means genuine and authentically themselves. And that's me. I'm genuine and authentic.
That's what I think
And
too. But
so what do you think,
I'm
Johnny? You want me to swipe on this profile just so I could ask her what she means by that? I got you,
yeah,
dog. If you
yeah.
said swipe on her, yeah.
Because
all right,
here's
cool.
the thing. Here's the thing. Ask her that. That's an open-ended question. And in her response, I'll bet you she tells on herself at least in one small way minimum. How, I don't know. Just saying.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, dog. If I do match with her, maybe we'll check out the DMs.
Yeah.
So you want more info on this one? We'll go ahead and swipe on her. All right, give me just a second here. Let me check out Linnell. All right, we're good here. All right, we got Linnell, 32. Just casually dating, seeing where things go.
Bless that bitch.
Dog. You know what that means, right? That's pretty much like what we were just talking about, being in between relationships.
Yep.
Dog, one thing you need to know about me is I can cook and bake really good.
Bless that bitch.
My perfect first date is hanging out, watching a movie, chill, indoor or outdoor. Hey, look, I gotta say, there's some Johnny, there's something to be said for a woman that you could take to go go feed the ducks with. You just get a loaf of bread. You go to a little
No,
duck
listen, listen.
pond. You walk
Don't
around the
feed
little
ducks
lake,
bread.
feed the ducks with her dog.
Don't feed ducks
Don't
bread.
feed
Give them
ducks
grapes, give
bread.
seeds, nuts, grapes. Bread is actually not good for them. And that's my
Okay.
public service now.
Thanks for putting us on with some game.
But yeah, feed the ducks.
I don't know, dog. I don't have too many problems with her profile. Like, I'm not seeing something in here that's making me say, hell no.
Yeah, no red flags, no green
I
flags.
don't know. I'm on the fence. What's up, chat? Chat room, tell me, should I swipe right on this one or swipe left and pass on her?
I'm gonna go left. I don't really see anything.
That's the way I'm leaning too, man. But if somebody in the chat room really wanted me to swipe on her, if they thought this was a good match for me, I was gonna hear them out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm open.
All right, let's keep going here. I don't think this is one for me. I did what she liked. She liked about. I liked what she wrote about cooking.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. All right. This one. Damn it. All right, Johnny, I'm going to put this one up. We got Lexi. She's 32. I love animals, staying active, and going on runs with my dog. I'm looking for my person. No situationships or hookups. Child-free lifestyle, looking for someone with the same intentions as me. I don't want children. It's not a challenge. I've created a life for myself and I enjoy it. Okay. So I see there's a lot in here to break down. And I like it when they put some time into their profile, John.
There's a lot of layers there. Yeah.
Child-free lifestyle. So that tells me right there, I don't need to waste my time with her. I don't need to waste her time or my time because I have kids and I'm fine if she doesn't want kids, but I don't see anything in here to being open to me having kids. Since she's looking
Now,
for
is there anything
marriage. Go ahead.
Is
What
there
are you saying?
anything in there that says I'm not sure if I heard, did she say she's open to you already having kids or no?
No, it says I don't want children. It's not a challenge. I've created a great life for myself and I enjoy it.
Okay.
So she's not open to
All right,
kids.
all right.
She's looking for marriage. The no situationships or hookups. You know me, I'm always saying that's cap, dog. Because that's
Yeah, I
just what
mean,
they're talking about from
it,
most of these guys out here. They run into one of us, they run into a man, that goes out the window.
yeah, I mean, I definitely think that there's a lot of boundaries that she'll go ahead and cross on her own without your help, if she's that attractive to you. Now
Well,
that's not to say that, and guys don't want to get into this mentality of, oh well, if she really liked me, she would have done this. And she didn't do it. So no, I'm not saying that necessarily, but I'm saying that when it comes to day to day life, when she starts to acclimate that towards yours, that's where she's kind of starting to nest her nest her life, so to speak, into yours.
got it. So when I see, yeah, I don't even. We'll go through the profile, but I'm telling you right now, with her child-free lifestyle and me being a single parent, this ain't the woman for me.
Yeah,
Non-negotiable. You must love my dog.
not like a Pomeranian.
Look at her little skirt there. I get way too excited about going to any sports event. Hey, who does that sound like, Johnny?
Hey, listen. This is the city of champions, and that's just something that you're just gonna have to get used to.
Hey, shout out to Johnny. I'm gonna pass on Lexi
See
here.
that? They suck this year so far, but we're gonna get better.
It was the whole child-free lifestyle thing.
I
All
mean,
right, so here's one who's got a
hey,
kid
look, I don't
locked
blame her
out. So
for it,
let
though,
me,
you know.
yeah, I can't knock her for that. She's
Yeah, I ain't
allowed to
mad
want
at her.
whatever she wants.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got Katie. She's 36. Teacher, yogi, cyclist, EDL, bilingual education.
Not only should you swipe right on her, I want your message to her to read. I see you're a yogi, and I want to be your boo boo.
Oh, I don't.
I mean,
right.
honestly, that's
Okay. You got to understand. I got no problem swiping on her, dog. Okay. But
there
here's
was
the
no
thing.
way I was going to pass
I
that up.
have a program I follow. I have a set of rules I follow for when I do match with a woman. And that's, hey, shout out to Johnny Dumbbell. I'm gauging her indicators of interest right away. I'm applying pressure. I don't want to waste any of my time because sometimes what happens is women will match with me because they'll like the way I look. They'll think I'm cute. They'll think I'm sexy. They'll think I'm
Who
handsome.
doesn't?
Right, exactly. So, but then we start talking and chatting, and I'm not trying to get in these long, drawn out conversations with women like some of you guys do. I don't care where she went to high school at. I don't care what her favorite color is. I don't care how old she was when she got married. None of that is important to me. The only thing I care about is if she's willing to do the things that I want to do. Go meet up for a drink. If that goes well, cook some food for me. You know, I mean, there's steps to it. There's a progression. But when I match with a woman, I have a program for when I match with her. On Bumble, they always send some stupid little message first. Hey, sexy. Hey, handsome. Hey, cutie. Something like that. Hey, hi, how you, whatever. And then I hit them back with an audio message. I'm letting them hear this voice. I'm letting them hear it and get excited about the things that I have to say to them. So, and then I'll typically get some kind of message back from them. Sometimes it's like, shout out to K-Zag, the company line. Okay. Women will give you guys the company line when it comes to stuff, and you guys don't even realize they're doing it. But okay, so next, what I'm going to do in my second message, the one, because I'm introducing myself in that first audio message. Hi, my name's William. It is such a pleasure to meet you this evening. So after I get back the company line from her, I'm going to push forward. I'm going to apply some pressure. I'm going to set up the date. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to ask her boring questions. I'm not going to do things that's going to make her lose interest. I'm going to set up the date. So I know you want me to talk about Yogi and Boo Boo, and hey,
I think
Johnny,
it's hilarious. That's all
I'll
I'm saying.
do it. That's something I might do while we're sitting there having a drink, interacting and being playful and having a good time.
As long as it gets fit in there somewhere.
But to do it off rip, nah, I got a program I got to follow when we match.
I'll see.
All right, so you're saying swipe on this one.
Yeah, what the hell?
I got you.
She has her own life interests. It would go to show that, like, she would make you a good, important part of her life, but wouldn't be 3 feet up your ass all the time, you know?
And, you know, that's why I like them traveling nurses that, you know, you don't really care for so much.
I was going to say, yeah, I mean, hey, I think they're great. They're great. They're a lot of fun, you know? A lot of fun.
All right, so next up, we got Kristen. Kristen's 40. No bio. 5 foot. She's looking for something casual. What's up, Kristen?
Now, see,
Okay,
I mean, yeah, that's honesty. I like it.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the only thing I don't
is,
like. I don't like when they say something casual and then there's like nothing in the bio. Like, all right, you're
Well, we
you're
know
out there
what
for
that.
something casual. Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, give me something. I guess at this point in my life, I need a reason to have sex. When I was in my 20s, I needed a place.
I'm glad you say that because I like to talk all the time about how dick is a gift. And shout out to Boss Mac Topsoil for the dope ass drip. I'm rocking his oblation before penetration shirt tonight. These Boss Mac shirts, dog, they fit me so good. Yeah.
I want to put the dick in the box and gift up there every
BossMacStreetwear.com.
time you say that.
Hey, I'm gonna he's got a shirt on there that says good dick, dog. I'm about to order it just for the show. I'm telling you. All right, so she's looking for something casual, and I tend to like to date casually. I like dogs.
Notice.
I don't know though. I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one, man. I don't want to waste my time, but like I said, I'm not going to waste my time. If I did match, I'm applying pressure from the first and second message, and if she's not interested in going to have a drink with me, then we got nothing else to talk about.
I mean, if she's looking
So
for something casual, then that might be a totally different situation altogether. Hey, have fun.
yeah, we'll see what happens. And just because I match with a woman doesn't mean that I'm gonna go out with her. And all right, I get so disappointed when these women don't put anything into their profiles.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing.
I know why they do it. It's because they get to skate by on their looks with most of these dudes out there. So, and us real men are so far and few between that Nicole doesn't even probably even know she's got to put some effort into it if she wants a real man.
Maximal revenue through minimal effort.
So all we got, no bio, couple pictures of an attractive woman. I don't know. I need more than that, dog. I'm out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll agree that she's pretty. That's all I got.
All right, but what does pretty get you? Like, I don't understand what most of these
For me,
guys that I know, they worship
she gets
beauty.
for me to
They
say
put it
she's
on a
pretty and then swipe
pedestal.
left.
I mean, I need a woman to be more than just attractive, dog. She's got to go hard for me. I need her to do stuff. She's got to put in that work.
Yeah, I mean, you have to show
All
commitment
right.
to it. Yep.
Hold on. I can't show this one.
Ah, damn community standard.
No, she got it. Like I said, some women show their kids in here. And I
Oh,
got another one here with we need to come up with a name for this. When they just have some pictures, when they don't have anything about them because they're used to getting by on their looks alone. And I'll tell you, these are the most boring women to date. The ones that just think that
yeah.
looking good is enough. I need her to do more than look good, dog. She has to be intelligent. I have to be able to have conversations with her. She has to be coachable. I got to make sure that let's go here. Let's just
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of girl that
about
sits there and
Brittany,
smiles,
five
gives you
one.
yes and no to open-ended questions. Yeah.
I mean, she's not an unattractive woman, but she didn't put anything into her profile.
Yeah, there's nothing to tease
If there
out.
had been
Yeah.
something like, hey, I like to do this, that, or the other, but when I got nothing, dog, I'm already losing interest in her.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd make it to a date with her if I matched. If something came up, I'd cancel. There's nothing there to really
Yeah,
grab
I mean,
my
there's nothing.
attention.
I mean, even the photos, for somebody who's looking to get by on her looks, even the photos aren't really all that seductive-ish, which I'm not saying is wrong, but again, it's still that's one more element of substance that it lacks.
All right, next up we got Jennifer, 41. Facts. I'm financially independent, can cook,
Bless that bitch.
grow a garden, driven in all aspects of life, high credit score.
Bless that bitch.
Hashtag is she's paying, she's staying. Grown kids. I own my home. Not afraid to stand up and make you sit down. What? I traveled to 9 countries. Okay, dog. I was feeling this a little bit until it said, not afraid to stand up and make you sit down. That's
I
the
was done before
absolute
that.
wrong kind of energy. I don't want a woman that's gonna. I like submissive women first of all, and a submissive woman is never gonna stand up and try to make me do anything.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
another case where it's like, listen, I'm proud of her for having all those things. I'm proud of her for all those accomplishments. But remember one thing: guys don't care about women's accomplishments nearly as much as women care about ours. And number one, number two, I think that this woman does care about your accomplishments as a man. If you're looking to talk to her, because otherwise, why would she? Why else would she be projecting her own accomplishments out there for you? She thinks that you think the same way that she does. So she's every bit as clueless as the typical guy she's going to attract. The guy that is
well,
glad to see a strong, independent woman. And look, that's great. That's fantastic. But the thing of it is that a woman who already views herself as a boss lady is also not going to necessarily feel like she's going to be able to follow anyone's lead because she's going to want to be the lead herself. And if she doesn't want to be the lead, if she does want to find a man that she can follow, and if all the things she's saying about herself are true, well, that's going to take one hell of a man to lead her.
Johnny, I know
Either way, do you
boss
have
women.
what it takes?
I know women that are in charge in corporate situations all day long that have
Me
to
too.
take the lead. And do you know what happens when they get off work? They don't want to take the lead. They want to be women. They want to be submissive. They want to be led. They don't want to have to do that at home too. But I mean, that's
That's all
just my
fine and good, but
experience.
when they're describing themselves to their potential mate, I doubt they're going to want to go ahead and show their entire trophy case. As if that's something that makes a man biologically sexually attractive. For me,
Well, look,
not even a wiggle. For me, not even a wiggle down. That
there are a
doesn't
few.
mean that doesn't mean that I'm intimidated by a strong independent woman, nothing like that. No, but what it does mean is that as the man in a relationship, I would like to be the one that's leading. And look, if you think that you're above me leading you, hey, that's great. We can have fun. We can have drinks. We can have a weekend. But it's going to
No,
probably just be a few random hookups, and that's it.
dog, if she's not okay with me leading, I'm getting rid of her. We're not going to have
Right.
any more dates. So I'm not giving her any more dick. We're not having any more fun. If she has a problem with my leadership, then she's not on my program. She's not the woman for me. So I'm not blessing her with any more dick.
I don't know.
Now,
See, I think there are some girls, man, you can kind of keep in that zone if you want to. I mean, you want to have a little bit of fun, Hey, but
but
that's
they
kind of
still
the way
got
I
to
did it.
follow your lead because you got to tell them that, hey, you got to hit me up when you're ready to do this again.
Sure.
Now, there's a few things on here I'd like because Johnny, I love it when women simp for me. Financially independent, which is good because I'm not fucking with any broke bitches, dog. So she's got to be financially independent if she wants my attention. High credit score, own my own home. These are all indicators that she might simp for me. Get me the things that, whatever I need, whatever I want, whatever makes me happy on that day, whatever puts a smile on my face, it changes quite often.
I
Let's
feel
see
it's
what
a
else you got.
projection. I feel like it's a projection of the masculine traits that she herself desires.
Oh,
That
look at this
screams.
picture
It
here.
screams at them.
Now, you were just talking about masculine traits. She's got a picture of herself flexing.
Are you turned on yet?
I'm a real nerd about gardening. Every year at my house, I grow both vegetables and flowers. I grew up on a farm. It was the best learning experience. Instead of drinks, let's go on a hike and get a smoothie. Hey, shout out to her, dog. I like taking women to Pulp. It's a smoothie bar. So, hey, that's great.
Hell, in
What
Pittsburgh,
else
that's
do we
perfect.
got?
We got smoothie trucks.
Oh, really?
Get offensive stuff.
Dog, I don't like the masculine picture here. I don't like the not afraid to stand up and make you sit down. So
Right.
I'm
And
gonna
see,
have,
that was the 2 and 2 I was putting together for you.
yeah. So I'm gonna have to say nah, pass on this one.
Now,
Let me
I'm not
check
going to
out
say that you
Brittany real
have to.
quick.
I'm not going to say that you have to say that I was right. You don't.
My
You
man.
don't.
Second. All right, this one will be quick. Brittany, 32. Super laid back, good sense of humor, homebody, movie lover, get to know me. Another picture with her tongue out. So here's what I don't like, Johnny. She says, get to know me, but then don't tell me anything about herself.
I mean, I I have nothing against leaving a little bit to the imagination, or at least leaving a little bit left over for the chat conversation that ensues. Um, yeah, I mean, but I would like to hear a little more. But no, I don't want her to lay all her cards on the table in the bio.
All right, well, this ain't enough for me to rock with her. I'm passing on her.
I would have stood on the fence, but I think
Second here.
when in doubt, I might have gone right.
All right, hopefully we can find me at least one more winner tonight. Next up, we got Christy, 45. In the words of Morgan Wallen, I didn't leave here any different than I came in. I'm here putting myself out there and seeing where things go. I love to have fun. I'm a sports girl, baseball, football, hockey. Christy, whatever, on Insta and Snap, and they suck on here, whatever. Come find me. I'm not doing that, dog. I'm not sliding in DMs. I'm not saying, oh, hey, I saw you on Bumble. Nah, I'm good. I don't like this.
That seems like
All right, next up,
hello,
we got
Thunberg.
Marissa. Hi. Looking for someone who likes to have a great time, is looking for a serious relationship. Let me stop right there. Johnny, help me understand this because I don't get it. These women, I see so many profiles where they talk about how they're looking for a serious relationship. Now, I understand women are allowed to want whatever women want, but what makes them worthy for me to have a relationship with them? I
Well,
just
I mean,
don't.
that has a lot to do with your
I,
specifications, what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. And those boundaries, as we all know, you set those at the very beginning. You don't mold yourself to what you think she would like, and then 6 months in, tell you that you don't like her going out to the bar with her friends. It doesn't work that way. The way it works is you're qualifying her in the beginning. I don't date girls who do this. I don't date girls who do that. I do date girls who do this. I specifically seek out girls who do that. Those kinds of things will let her know from the very beginning. Look, in no uncertain terms, if you do cross these lines, look, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to tell you you can't. I can't control you, nor should I want to. But
right.
know that by doing those things, you forfeit that commitment that we originally agreed to.
All right, let's check out this profile real quick. Yeah, I see that all the time that women are looking for a relationship, and I don't understand because I feel like a relationship has to be earned over a long period of time, not 3 or 4 weeks. Oh, let's make her my girlfriend. We've been dating for a month. You guys are idiots. I don't understand how you could do that. But hey, whatever. That's why we're here to help. All right.
There's a lot of hooks in that. Yep.
Says she's looking for a serious relationship. That she's sweet, kind, funny, compassionate, honest, and she's looking for the same. Sweet, kind, funny, compassionate, honest, and she's looking for the same. Now, I'm sure there are tons of guys out there she knows that are sweet, kind, funny, compassionate, and honest, and she's not interested in them one bit.
And she finds
Why
out
would that be,
exactly who they
Johnny?
are, and she finds out exactly who they are whenever she posts a selfie on Facebook. Yeah, those are the thirsties, and either they've already been through her, or um, it's typically probably the guys that are still left over that aren't already scooped up. And the same guy she wasn't interested in her 20s, the same guy she was not interested in her 30s, same thirsties that she never wanted to hook up with. They still give her the dopamine rush when she posts selfies, but hey, she's bored with it. She wants to see what else is out there.
All right. I like that she says she loves to cook and spend quality time with those I love. I want a kid or two. Want to grab a drink and get to know each other. I like the thought of grabbing a drink. I personally don't want more kids. Non-negotiable, temper or anger issues. No, thank you. So that tells me she was with somebody that couldn't control their emotions and had outbursts and anger issues.
Honestly, the more I've heard that phrase, it actually comes across eventually, once you figure it out, comes across as no anger issues. Because I've already got them and we can't both have them. So I'm a little worried about that one. I mean, it's either that or the past that she has is going to be the kind of trauma that I'm not equipped to deal with.
Yep, there's that as well. Now, this says the world would be a better place with more good people, people who are less selfish and more selfless. Johnny, I got to tell you, I tell young men to be more selfish, especially if they don't know how to gauge a woman's indicators of interest. Because if you go thinking that woman likes you and she's really not into you, that's a great way to get yourself used. If you're a little more selfish and you focus on yourself and you're worried about you, it's less likely that you're going to get finessed out of resources.
Yeah, you don't clear your afternoon. You don't clear your afternoon to have lunch with her. You have lunch with her if that time period she's available fits in with yours.
I'm going to pass here. I don't got time for this. All right. This is Jacqueline, 38, currently out of work due to an injury. I'm going to pass on that.
That's an easy pass.
Together, we could travel the world and see all the beauty the world has to offer and make memories. What makes a relationship great? Communication, honesty, trust, humor, respect, and adventure. Dog, that's the company line. What makes a relationship great?
I could have gotten that answer from Google search.
Teach me something about what you are passionate about. Hey, I got to give a shout out to her.
Bless that bitch.
Women love it when you teach them stuff. When you can put them on with a little bit of knowledge, man. I haven't met a woman yet that didn't like to be taught and learn stuff.
Well, that becomes part of your charisma, yeah.
I'm gonna pass on this one too. I don't know, Johnny. I'm not really getting many winners here tonight. Next up, we got Michaelina, 29, family-oriented 28-year-old who's passionate about cooking up a storm in the kitchen.
Bless that bitch.
As I am about spending quality time with loved ones, from whipping up delicious meals to crafting mouth-watering desserts, seeking someone who shares my love for food and family fun-filled adventures. She drinks frequently.
Bless that bitch.
All right. So love for food had me a little concerned. Let's get a picture of her. Oh boy.
Quickest way to heart is flowers with chocolate caramels.
Yeah,
Johnny, do you buy women flowers?
It's been years now.
No, you don't. I don't buy women flowers either. That's some. I feel like
No,
that's
I mean
some
like,
simp
and
behavior.
not because of any other reason. My big thing is they're going to be dead in like 72 hours.
Well, I think when you're buying flowers, you're simping. That's simp behavior right there.
Well, yeah, because you're dumping a bunch of money into something that's going to die in 3 days. I mean, even if that was the worst part of it, that's bad enough.
Right, but why are you doing it? For one of two reasons: to impress her, or say you're sorry for something. Well, what other reasons would you have to get her flowers? Right?
Unless she had like a death in the family or something. But I even think like maybe a sympathy card would probably be a better way to go.
Yeah, you'd probably rather have some sympathy.
But that's me. You're all heart, Billy.
All right. My favorite quality in a person is family oriented. Old dating traditions are out. My new traditions is I like the old traditions. We can bring them back. I like what she says here about cooking, man, and making desserts. You know, I'd like to see what she could whip up in the kitchen.
I got to tell you, desserts and look, man, I'm not being shallow here, but it's outside my preference when it comes to body type. That's all I'm going to say.
All right, Johnny, I think we need to throw in the towel here. I don't think we're going to find any more winners. We got some really disappointing profiles tonight, you know, but it is what it is. I mean, that's what we're working with when we do this live. Sometimes we find someone we like, sometimes we don't. But the point is that we have a standard for how we're dating. And I think a lot of you young men don't realize how important it is to have a standard. So we always talk about what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to put up with, and when you're going to start realizing that you are the most important thing here. You guys got to stop putting women on a pedestal. Even if you really like her by doing that, you're essentially going to doom any chance you have with her. So please stop doing this, gentlemen. Now,
I mean, even they can tell you that.
Johnny, there's something else I wanted to play tonight before we got started, and I didn't get a chance. So let's do this now. Give me a second here and let me share my screen.
I'm in.
I got a YouTube short I want you to see by my man Johnny Dumbbell himself. And let's see what you're working with today, Johnny.
Hey, I'm proud to be a late Gen Xer who's figured out technology.
Revolution one way.
Hey, great job, Johnny. I just want to say, man, you have done such a great job since starting your YouTube channel. And, you just keep learning stuff. And I just really appreciate all the information and knowledge you put out there. And Johnny, I want to say this. I watch your videos and I personally pick up the techniques and the tips and tricks that you're trying to put out there. Because I use dumbbells when I work out. So I just really appreciate all the content you're putting out there. And I just the way you engage your audience. Like, you're going to do great at this YouTube thing, Johnny. You really are, man. I'm really proud of you. Shout out to Johnny Dumbbell.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. I think we found one or two profiles I like, but, you know, I didn't find a single one where I'm like, wow, this woman is so impressive to me. So that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm on Bumble looking for some women to impress me. So we'll be back next Thursday. We're going to keep looking for some winners until I find one. You know, it is cuffing season, right, Johnny?
It is. It is. Listen, don't fall for it.
Don't fall for sucker me season, fellas. Do not do it. All right. We'll be back on Monday where TK has picked out a red pill review for us to do. I know everybody can't wait to see me do some more red pill reviews. So we're going to do one with the fellas, and we're going to be respectful, because anytime one of the men on the panel brings something to the table for us to review, I think it's important that we look over it and review it and talk about it together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want everybody, do me a favor. If you're still watching this, go to Johnny Dumbbell's YouTube channel and subscribe. I want to get him up to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I know he's got it in him. So we'll be back on Monday night. Thanks for watching. We're out.